Okay. This is gonna take forever to upload on YouTube with Airbnb Wi-Fi. So I got to Sartell. I get to the Airbnb, and me and Dane meet up because Evan works at Dr. Doofenshmirtz's lair, so he's been working nonstop 12-hour shifts, 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. So me and Dane meet at a normal time. We meet at like 10 to 12. We catch up. He's not doing so great. He's been unemployed for a little bit. He's still going to college and passing, so I'm proud of him. But I know he's not. I know he wants more out of life, and I want to encourage him to do that. But we talked. We got up. It was really nice. I take a nap because it was about 4 hours between where me and Evan met up, because Evan came over at like 5:30 in the morning. I don't know, we just talk for an hour. We talk until the sun goes up, so we talk for like 4 or 5 hours. And just, I don't know, being in tech, and I think just like the loneliness epidemic in general, short-term media, COVID didn't help. It's so important to have people. You and Kevin brought up how much you missed Texas because you had neighbors, you had family. And I just feel like you need to be able to walk and talk with someone. You need to be able to, like, for 2-3 hours, just be honest about your life with somebody. Because I feel like people have so many layers, but the reason I try so hard to be vulnerable, approach with vulnerability, is because, well, two things. It validates you. Because if I'm talking with someone, even if I don't like them, even if they're just a bad person, if I'm like, yeah, no, that hurt when you said that, I'm validating my inner voice of my feelings matter and I don't deserve to be talked to that way. And two, I've noticed when you open up, when you show people vulnerability, I feel like oftentimes that makes them feel like they have permission to jump in with their own vulnerability. Not to the extent of like someone just complaining about their day, but like, because vulnerability doesn't mean you're just talking about the hurt. Vulnerability means you can share your joy with someone uninhibited and hope that they take care of it. Because, I mean, if you walk up to someone and you're like, God, my day's been so good and this and that, and they're just like, shut up, man. Like, that's vulnerability because you're giving them the chance to genuinely make your day worse by just, like, being a mean person. Long-winded tangent, but I really do respect Evan, just where he is in life. He has a house, he has a wife. Well, I guess soon to be wife. The wedding's this August, so I'm very excited. Then I slept. Drea took me to Grizzlies, which, oh my god, I've never been, but it's fantastic. I got this not a melt, like a squished patty burger. And with, I don't know what it was, but mashed potatoes were so good. I was craving them. I think that day, because, you know, finals absolutely wrecked me. That's why I'm making all of these videos last minute, because I wanted to make them every day. But, oh, it wrecked me. I'm very, very happy I got the grades I got, because I was not expecting to get those grades. I should be on the dean's list. MSU, their line is GPA of 3.25, so I'm a little happy. But then, like, what really made me happy, I met up with Aaron, and you don't know him. I've never brought him up because me and him were never really close friends, but I just wanted to talk to somebody who I went to school with, because it's like, I miss Patrick. I haven't talked to him in, like, God, I'm 20 now, so like 2 years. But I miss him because he's the only one who witnessed my life as like a kid, as a toddler, as a baby. And so, to a greater extent, that feeling of just being around someone, but he was lonely. He was talking to me about being in college and feeling like he didn't have any close friends. And it's just not great, but it makes me feel human. Opening up and talking about someone, because I saw him. I saw like who he was and where he is, and it gives me a greater respect and love for humanity. And so we talked about anything and everything. We talked about our jobs, our aspirations, what it's like meant to be men. Me and him used to go on ski trips when I was in middle school. I was in ski club. I had to drop out because we couldn't afford it. But the Black Diamond, because we went to Powder Ridge. I went down the Black Diamond, which is the biggest one, and it's like a rating system, but it was actually called the Black Diamond. I take the wrong turn because you're supposed to go left. I go right, and there's this old like half rotten wooden fence that I like carve a Zach shaped hole through as I crash into the snow, and they wheel me back because I got a concussion. Um, it was just humanizing. So me and him talked for way longer because I met him up at this like little cultural Somali place where it was just like right next to me. It was an 18-minute walk. So I'm like, yeah, let's go here. But we go to this place and it's all of these like very ethnically Somali people. Like there wasn't a single white person. I was like, huh. I thought it was really cool because I didn't know like Sartell St. Cloud just had like ethnical subcenters. And me and the I don't know what you call him, the server, barista. We went to this coffee shop. He was asking me, like, how did you hear of us? And I was just like, oh, just nearby. And we talked about a soccer game that I was playing because everyone was locked into it. But we talked for like 2 hours, which was long enough for me having to end it off because I was meeting up with Warner and Henry after. We just caught up. I don't know. This is maybe something I shouldn't be I suppose talking about with pride. There's a little bit in my brain that's like people I've been upset with or just people that have treated me poorly when they don't do good in life. There's a bit in my heart that just feels validated. um, but I bring that up because I think I've told you about Elliot Hammer a bit. He flunked all of his classes. He wanted to be a musician, but he's not doing so good in life. And obviously, I didn't like relish in it when me, Warner, and Henry were talking. I was like, is he doing okay? Is he doing this? Because I don't know. Genuinely, I just try to care about people. But there was a little bit in my heart that was just relishing the moment. I don't know. Maybe that's a bad thing I got to work on. But I caught up with them. I ordered coffee, and they heard it as like wings, like 4-piece wings. So I don't know if there's like a language barrier. It was at this Euro place. I mean, I ended up ordering it. It actually made me feel really cool because I wasn't hungry enough to eat what I ordered and that. So I just said, yeah, you guys have it. And Henry looks at me a little confused and he's like, oh, I guess you're not living like the typical broke college life I am. But in that moment, I did not correct him. I wouldn't say Henry's struggling. He's just finding his place, which I respect. He's not like jumping headfirst into anything because he doesn't know, but he's looking for a job. He's just going in college right now. Warner, I'm incredibly impressed with. He's always been a huge film guy. He's working for PBS, just on their like film crew. The pay's not great, but it looks great on a resume. He's gonna like be going on a 15-state tour for his band, so I'm incredibly proud of him for that. Generally, he's been in a very healthy long-term relationship. I'm very happy to see him succeed. So we talked for like an hour and a half. I get back. That was most of my weekend. I don't suppose there's like a grandiose point where usually I want to talk about something, but I don't know. We haven't had like a talk heart to heart for a very long time. I hope this gives you a good sense of like who I am and where I am as a person. I never tried to like, I don't know, hide my bad bits, but I think that's really important because if you're honest with your flaws, I feel like that gives you so many more opportunities to work on them. Because I'm conflicted how I feel about Elliot, and to be honest, how I feel about Jack. Because, I mean, with Jack, I will always and forever have an incredible respect for what him and you guys did for me, giving me a childhood, giving me a family. But I know I've got to grow up. It's the frog and the scorpion. Some people are some people, and you told me something to a similar extent, and I think there's wisdom in that, realizing you're just never going to interact with someone the way you hope, and someone's never just going to be the person you hope they become. I don't know, and it feels dishonest bringing up my grudges, but I wrote a letter. I've been writing letters, not shipping them out or anything, but like to Patrick, to Ace, to just people in moments in my life where I've been upset and needed to figure it out, and it's given me a very good place. And I think, I don't know, I've healed from it. We haven't really talked since everything went down, but I don't know, if we see each other again, I hope it can be like cordial and polite. I know Christmas was a little awkward, but I promise I'm still making an effort to make things normal. Um, wow, time really does fly. I love you guys. That's where I've been.